What's up guys, my name is Zanprez and welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be actually going over some of the rarest items that you can get in the game, and this idea was actually kind of something that generated over on my Discord server, so if you guys are not already on the Discord server, definitely go do that. It'll be linked down in the description like it always is, and it is such a fun community over there. And like I said, sometimes I get video ideas from you guys. I love hearing everybody's input, and right now in Bee Swarm Simulator it's a little bit tricky to come up with some good content for you guys, but I got this idea and I kind of had to adjust it a little bit, and I can't remember exactly who gave me this idea, but if it was you and you know who you are, thank you very much, because I think that this is a super cool idea. On top of the Discord server, I also have a Roblox group, and in that group I have some merch that I released a little bit ago, and I'll put some pictures of it up on the screen right now. So if you guys like any of what you're seeing, definitely go make sure to go get yourself some of this. Everything profit-wise that I make off of these shirts goes back into making better videos for you guys. I actually saw we had a couple sales on the top supporter shirts, so obviously I know that the top supporter shirt is kind of expensive, so I would definitely not recommend just buying Robux to do that. But if you guys do want to take your support to the next level, it means so much to me, and like I said, it makes the videos better, more content for you guys. But yeah, without further ado, I think let's get right into this video. I do just want to add a quick disclaimer that I'm probably going to forget a couple of the rarest items, just because you rarely see these items in the game, and some items maybe are so rare that I might just completely forget about them, but I guess we'll jump right into it. If you guys think that I missed some really important rare items, definitely let me know down in the comments below, and maybe I can make a part 2 in the future if you guys end up liking this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So there are a ton of rare items in Bee Swarm Simulator, so for that matter, there are going to be a lot of items that are not included in this video that you guys might think are pretty rare. So for example, Star Jelly is not going to be part of this video. Just stuff like that just is too common to be included in this video. But the first thing I think we're going to start with are different types of eggs. So in Bee Swarm Simulator, obviously we all know the first and most basic egg that you can get is called the basic egg. And it will hatch into a basic bee usually. Sometimes you'll get something a little bit better, but it's usually a basic bee. And that is just where the eggs start off, but there are many different types of eggs. So there's a silver egg, a gold egg, a diamond egg, and then once you start moving up, you get into the gifted eggs and the mythic eggs. So starting off with the rarest items, we're going to start with all of the different types of gifted eggs. So the first one is going to be just the regular gifted egg, or it's called star egg. That one is extremely rare. However, I do not think that it is the rarest item in the entire game, just considering you can buy a couple of them with Robux. So I just don't think that it is quite as rare, and I don't know for a fact if you can actually get one of these from drops. I'm sure you could, but I'd have to do some more research. Next is a gifted silver egg, solely due to the fact that you can't actually buy a gifted silver egg with Robux. I definitely think I would consider it to be a little bit rarer. However, you can get one of these from your first time you defeat the tunnel bear, so it is definitely not the rarest item. Next, you have the gifted gold egg, which is a very rare item. However, you can also get this item as a drop, I'm pretty sure, and you can also get this item from completing quests. So some quests that come to mind, I think when you reach certain milestones from Bucko and Riley Bee in the HQs for each of the colors, you can earn some of these, and that same thing goes with a gifted diamond egg, which is kind of the next egg up on that line. So those eggs are definitely rare, but I just don't think that they could be considered the rarest thing in the entire game, because there are alternative ways to get them, and a lot of the rarest items you can't get from quests, you can't get from buying with Robux, you just have to get super lucky, and that is why they are considered the rarest items in the game. So now that we've talked about some of the gifted eggs, let's move on to a mythic egg. And mythic eggs are extremely rare as well. You can buy these with Robux, which definitely brings the value down a bit, and you can get them as a drop, and you can get them from quests, but still, that does not mean that they are common by any means. one of the places that I always used to be able to get them from was the Mondo Chick. However, I have had 4 mythic eggs sitting in my inventory all the way back since the Beachz update, so I have not got a mythic egg in a very long time as a drop, so it is extremely rare. I don't know the exact drop rates for mythic eggs from Mondo. I do know that the faster you defeat your Mondo, the more, or just the higher chance you'll have of getting a better spawn from it, just like a mythic egg. But I definitely think mythic eggs are extremely rare. They're a very good item, and of course they hatch into a mythic bee, which is very good. So yeah, mythic eggs are amazing. But this next item is probably one of the most rare items in the entire game. Not the most, but one of the most, is the gifted mythic egg. So it's a mythic egg, but it's a gifted mythic egg. So it always will hatch into a gifted mythic bee, which is insanely rare. The reason this isn't the rarest item in the game is because you could buy it with Robux, and you could also get one after completing Bumblebee Man's quest, because then you can unlock another gifted mythic egg from the present, the final present in the Beachz event. But because you cannot get this item in the game anymore, it is definitely a lot more rare. I personally got the one for Robux, and I also completed the Bumblebee Man quest, but I still have one in my bag, and I don't know why I still held on to it, but I just have it in my bag waiting around. And the next things we're going to talk about are another type of egg, and this other type of egg, the reason we're in the cave right now kind of has something to do with it. So as you guys may have noticed, just from playing around in the game, if you go into the werewolf's cave, there's the gold egg, of course, but if you don't get there fast enough, there are cave monsters that will defeat you if you do not get to the gold egg in time. But once you have level 12 bees or higher, you're probably going to be able to defeat the cave monster. It does take some practice because it is a little bit tricky to make sure that you don't get touched by the cave monster, but like I just said there, you guys can avoid the cave monster and get in here. And the reason that you want to do this is you can actually get a drop from this, and that drop is a honeybee egg. And though that may not sound that insanely rare, it is rare, because that is the only way you can get a honeybee egg in the game. That is the only way you can get a lot of those specific type of eggs. From defeating ladybugs, you can actually get a rascal bee egg, and there's just a bunch of different other little secrets in the game like that. So I believe out of all of the eggs, I have the most rascal bee eggs. I'm pretty sure I have 3 rascal bee eggs, and actually near the end of this video I'll just show you how I'm doing on all of my materials, just because I think that's kind of fun to look at. But just if you defeat mobs, you can go on the Bee Swarm Simulator Wiki and see if a certain mob is able to drop an egg. I'll leave that down in the description below because I think it's really interesting to go look at that. I would have to say that those specific eggs are actually the rarest items that you can get in the game, and though they don't have much value, they are really cool to look at. So now, moving on, we don't have too many items left, but like I said, I'm probably forgetting some. We're going to move on to marshmallow bees and gingerbread bears, and the only reason these are on the list are now because they are not in the game anymore. So if you have any of these, they are very rare, impossible to get at the moment, but they aren't the rarest thing in the game because when they were in the game, they were not super hard to get. I mean, obviously they were a lot more difficult than certain things, but they still were pretty rare. And finally, I have 2 more to talk about. First one being night bells. Night bells are a very rare item in the game. They are very hard to get. You can get them from Nighttime Memory Match, which is very nice, but the reason they are not higher up on this list is because you can get them from the Memory Match, and you can also buy them with Robux, so that kind of brings the value down. And finally, the one that we've all been waiting for, festive beans. Now, festive beans are arguably the best item in the entire game. They are absolutely game breaking. They are every new player's best dream. They are every pro's dream item. They are just absolutely amazing no matter what stage of the game you're at, and they're extremely hard to get. You can really only get them during the Beachz event, and when it is the Beachz event, you are probably going to be able to get a couple of them, which is really nice, but it's extremely hard to get them. You can also get them from your festive bees gift sometimes as well, but it is so rare. Probably one of the rarest items in the game right there. I don't know the exact drop rates, but I hope that you guys liked this video. It's really fun to kind of break down some of these items, and even myself, I haven't experienced a lot of these drops, but if you guys have, then please let me know down in the comments below. It's so cool getting to hear how lucky some of you guys are, and I seriously can't believe how lucky some of you guys are, because I feel like I play a lot and I don't really get the best drops, and if I do have good drops, it's just solely from the fact that I play a lot. But I know some people just have insane luck with everything. So if that is you, let me know in the comments below, and make sure to check out our Discord server. Come chat with me and the rest of the community. And on top of that, make sure to go check out some of that merch on the Roblox group. Both of those are always linked down in the description. So that's going to be about it with today's video. Again, if I missed some items that you guys would like me to put in another video, let me know and I can consider making a part 2 of this. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.